Hello everyone, my name is Akshay Sharma and welcome to my channel One Step Hub Automation. Today we'll be looking on one of the most asked topic, how to install Jenkins on Docker container. For this, let's first understand what is Docker. I don't want to create the slides and go through what Docker is. So I got to go on that official website and understand from the documentations. So Docker is an open source platform for developing, shipping, and running applications. What does it mean? It means that it is a tool designed to make it easier to create, deploy, and run your applications in container. Now, one will ask that what is container? Container allows the developer to package up an application with all the parts it needs, such as libraries and other dependencies, and deploy it as one package. Docker is open source. It means that anyone can contribute to Docker and extend it to meet their own needs. If they need additional features that aren't available out of the box. We IT engineers often confuse ourselves with Docker as a new age virtual machine, but it is architecturally very different. Docker can be considered as a child process with better isolation and environment control. Now that we have understood what Docker is, let's go ahead and install Jenkins on Docker container. So for this, I already have created one Linux instance, which is Jenkins Linux, and we'll be installing Jenkins on Linux container. So for that, we basically need Docker. I already have installed Docker on this Linux instance. So type Docker version. I can see various other commands. I don't think this is the command. So first I get the admin rights. I'll become the root user. Now I will execute Docker version, and I can see the Docker version which is installed on this Linux machine is 20.10.4, and which is a client version, and the server version is again same, and the API version is 1.41. And we'll execute a few other commands like docker ps. Docker ps. We don't see any container. We'll execute docker images. We don't have any images as of now, so we have a clean Docker installation as of now. Now to install Jenkins, we basically need a Jenkins image, right? So if we go to the Google and type hub.docker.com, this is an official website which maintains the images. We have various other images from Microsoft, from Google, from Jenkins we have. So I type in the search box as Jenkins and I click on official image because I'm looking for an official image. And when I click on this, I'll grab this command and go back to my Linux machine, and I'll just paste it here. Now, I also want to tag this image to Jenkins name. So I'll put Docker pull Jenkins, and I want the Jenkins latest to be downloaded. The latest image which is available, it needs to be downloaded. Now it will download all the Jenkins image for us. Okay. Now we have Jenkins image downloaded for us. Now if I execute the command docker images, you can see one image which is there now. Now that we have this image with us, if you want to run this docker image and create a container out of it, we will execute command as docker run -p 8080 and colon 8080 name. I want to name it as Jenkins. This is going to be my master machine, the Jenkins master, and the image from which I want to create a container is this, right? Now let's go ahead and understand this command first. Docker run is a command which creates the container from an image file. -p is one parameter to this docker run command, which basically states that open the port from container to my base machine. So I'm stating here that 8080 is a port which needs to be open from container to the base machine. Here my base machine is Linux, so I'm just asking the Docker to open the port from container to base machine so that I can access the Linux container, or so that I can access the Jenkins container or a Jenkins installation from that container to my base machine. Okay, I'll hit enter, and you can see that Jenkins installation, or the basic the first time it is added, and we can see that all the listed plugins are added, and we can see the first initial password is this. I'll grab that because I need that I need that for my in activating my Jenkins, right? So I'll see if I can copy this way. Let's see if I can copy this. Right, not. I think it is copied. I'll re-execute this command one more time. Okay, now it is conflicting and it's already present. Okay, so usually we face this kind of issue that when once this container is stopped in between, or if we have the container which is already running, we have to delete that container first. So we cannot see it here, but docker ps-a. This is a parameter for which is aborted. You can see the status as exited 34 seconds ago. So I think this is the container we are looking for to delete. Let's execute one other command, docker ps-a. Okay, now that we know which is the container which is aborted and is stopping us to run the or create a container, we can delete this. For deleting, we have a command docker rm and the container ID. So we don't need to pass the full container ID. We can just pass initial first 3 characters and press enter, and you can see that it presented again same. I'll execute one more time and see if that container is deleted. Yes, that container is deleted now. Now I can execute the command again. What was that command? Here. So we have this command now. I'll rerun this command. Okay, now we have this as running. I'll go back and I'll copy the public DNS, copy it, and go to the new tab, paste the public DNS and see 8080. This should bring us the Jenkins container for us, or a Jenkins instance for us. Now I know this is the file, or this is the copy. I'll copy this and I'll go back here because I know that will require for the activation. I'll paste it here. I'll continue. I don't save this. Now I'll go again with the suggested installation plugin. This will install the suggested plugin for us. Yes. Now that the installation is completed, we can create a user. Again, I'll create a username and the password. I'll enter the confirm password. I'll enter the full name. I'll enter the email ID and click on save and continue. And now you can select Jenkins URL, create default, and click on start using Jenkins. Yes, so our Jenkins installation is completed. So this is how we can install Jenkins. But the problem is here, we cannot shut down, right? We cannot execute or we cannot close this command prompt, or we cannot close this terminal, right? Now, in order to execute the command as a detached mode, or we can also close. We want to close this putty window and still want our Jenkins to up and run. What basically we have to do is we have to update the command what we have executed before. So here we go, right? We have executed this command for creating the container, right? So here we can pass one more parameter as -t, right? Now this basically, if we execute this command, sorry, when we execute this command, the only drawback is we cannot get the activation code, right? Because this will run as a detached mode, and we will not get that activation code, right? Let's see how we can get that. We already have one container. Again, we are facing the same issue, right? So docker ps a docker rm deleted b6 on enter. This is deleted. Now I'll execute again the same command. So run ps-d. Okay, we are executing as a detached mode. Now you can see that this, when we execute docker ps command, you'll see that one container is up for 4 seconds, right? Okay. Now in order to fetch the activation key, right? If I again refresh this window, you'll see that my Jenkins installation is started again, right? It is asking us to unlock the Jenkins, right? But our container, since all the logs and everything are generated inside the container and we have executed it in detached mode, we cannot see the secret key which is generated at runtime. In order to fetch the key, what we can do is we can execute one other command, docker exec, which is execute command. What is my container name? My container name is Jenkins -master. This is my container name, and I want to execute cat command. And from where I want to execute that command, I want to execute command on this, right? Okay. With this command, what it will do is the Docker will execute on Jenkins master or on the container and execute this cat command. And cat command, what cat command will do is it will go on this directory and read the content of this initial admin password file. So when I execute this, you'll see that this is the content of that file is. And when I go back to my window, I'll paste this and continue. You can see that I can able to navigate further. Right. What I can do is, if I don't want to stuck on the same window, I can exit and I can exit back. And even if I exit the putty window or the terminal, this installation or this Jenkins instance will be up and running. This is how we can install Jenkins on Docker running on Linux machine. If you have any questions, please comment down in the below section, comment section. See you in the next one.